to be chain stunning.
Yeah, and the next, I mean, it's a hero that I feel like a couple of us have been talking about a lot, where it's like, where did this hero kind of go sometimes? Especially when, like, OD's really popular. He's just amazing versus OD. You just mana burn him, or you can just stun him off of the Astral every single time. You just have a lot of different ways to play versus him.
Yeah, so normally the way it works with Beast Coast is Hector is just playing that, you know, 4 protect 1 AFK farm game. They've got heroes that are good gankers. Are you feeling like these lanes are going to be as bad as what the panel said? Because if so, I don't know if they're going to be able to create that space for them.
Yeah, it does look like they should be a bit rough, that's for sure. But, I mean, it all depends on... Oops. It all depends on some of the rotations that could come out from Stinger. I mean, just how much they can actually get with Schofield. I don't know, he has like this boots build. So I'm assuming like Schofield's going to be playing more of like a moving around build on the Nyx Assassin. He's not playing just lanes. And okay, so this is how they want to try to guarantee themselves a good start. Scout lanes, maybe try to get yourself a first blood right away.
All right, interesting positioning here from the Beast Coast boys.
Is ward down?
Would love to, you know, you're up against an Alk. Teams usually want to try and get the extra bounty runes.
Yeah.
So maybe thinking we can counter that movement with a first blood attempt, and
they're doing the big wrap around here.
Owie, the juicy target.
Oh, he looks very juicy.
Come get your bounty rune out here.
Yeah, there they are.
Go, buddy. Hey, how you doing? Quick double stun.
Give it a Chris Luck. Oh, he missed uphill. Are they letting it tick? They have to hit him. He's going to get denied.
Ah!
He got denied! The green! Come on, Beast Coast!
Oh, no. But surely, like, the Alk was following them, but they're going to get the CK instead.
That's actually more valuable, I think.
Oh, Envy. Oh, no.
We're off to an explosive
The tip's flying out nice and early. Try to get Jackie Mao good and tilted.
That's actually so funny the way that happens. All right.
They could have had a first blood and a double kill.
They could have, absolutely, but yeah, they got greedy.
Meanwhile, we might see more action as Stinger trapped out here in the trees, gets off the stun, but they're going to try to run him down with the battery assault. Yeah, spreading it between 3, but it's not going to matter. Snake King doing good work here early on.
Schofield also taking a beating, 1 or 2 more hits, and
he's got the boots.
He's okay, yeah.
Barely makes it out. So they're offensive tri-laning the Alk, and this looks like a tough lane.
It definitely does. I mean, Alchemist doesn't do anything the first few levels at all, so it's just the line and the Nyx trying to do their best versus the strong clockwork.
Yeah, he just runs in, battery assaults, and immediately forces 2 heroes back. That leaves Schofield pretty isolated on the other side of the fight. So we'll take a quick look at our other lanes here. Night Stalker versus Abaddon down bottom, and Chris Luck on the Quap versus Bryle on the OD mid.
Thanks!
So if they can't win the tri-lane, like, do you see them doing well in these 1v1s?
Yeah, I think the 1v1 should be pretty decent. I think Bryle has been playing really well lately, so I think he'll probably come out ahead, even though I've seen this one go either way. I've seen Quaps win the matchup, I've seen ODs win the matchup.
Keep on trying to go on Snake King. He just pops battery assault. Schofield ran back into it, then he might be going down to this Illuminate. Oh, just barely surviving.
He gets the stick off. That actually makes him survive there, the 1 stick charge he had.
I can't believe how aggressively Beast Coast are playing this lane. Like, it looks like a lane that should just be trying to stay alive, but they're trying to make kills happen.
Yeah, and Whisper, he's gonna fall behind here at the start because Abaddon's that super powerful laner, but he's got a huge creep wave pushing into him. I saw him building up the creep wave. He's not playing this trade hit style versus Abaddon at all. He knows it's a Night Stalker versus Abaddon. Abaddon's gonna win the lane, but you'll get your last hits if you just pull it under the tower.
Yeah, so all 3 leaders in farm on the fighting PandaS side, as you would expect early.
Definitely looking good for them right now. I mean, they're aggro tri-laning into this. It's just strong tri-lane coming out from fighting PandaS. Just between, like, even if it was just like a dual lane. Like, if it was just the CK Coddle, it's still very potent.
Will be interesting to see how Envy plays this one, because, you know, the first game that we saw him here in the bracket stage, he was that Void who went for a Midas when they're really far behind. So, like, felt like he just wanted to kind of farm his way to victory, but they're asking Envy to play a very aggressive, like, tempo-based carry who, you know, especially in this lineup, you don't want to just be trading farm against the Alk Night Stalker. So will his decision-making be on point? Will they be able to set him up for...
Yeah, I feel like for this one, it's just... Oh, what the? Chris can't play. He wanted to... Okay.
Oh.
I guess he needed a moment. I think that, I mean, that game is void, dude. The game was over. Like, what the hell could he do? I felt so bad watching him. He's like buying this Midas, and he's like, do I go Maelstrom? Yeah, screw it, whatever. What the hell else am I going to get here? And then, do I go Mask of Madness? Yeah, the game's over.
Tries to farm the enemy jungle. They're killing him.
Yeah, I mean, that game felt impossible for him. And I feel like this one he's got a much better overall game. Their whole draft just feels a lot.
He's already got some,
together.
some classic CK items queued up here. Treads, armlet. Yep. Envy's ready to battle.
That is for sure.
So how's your major been?
It's been short so far. I've only been here a couple days.
Yeah. Skip the boring group stage. Come in for juicy bracket matches. As a grand finals caster.
Oh, well, thank you, David. No,
not verified on Twitter.
Not verified on Twitter, but grand finals caster. I'll take that. No, I don't know. It's been fun. I kind of expected to see all these heroes. I didn't think we'd see anything too unique coming out from everybody.
You thought you'd see a nice
not the clockwork stuff like that. No, but like the overall drafting thing that we were seeing, like the Earthshaker Morphlings, the Voids.
Oh, the meta.
Yeah, the meta. I feel like Legion Commander is one of the heroes that I thought I was going to be seeing a lot more. That's kind of just completely fallen off. I see nobody really picking her. But it's been cool. It was good.
Okay.
Getting to meet your puppy's been really lovely.
Stop barking for a few minutes, so we'll take it.
Much appreciated.
And we'll take some more Dota. We're back into it now. Looks like Stinger may be grabbing a regen rune. And despite the offensive tri-lane, Hector is hitting creeps. He's at, what is it, about probably 8 CS now. Not too shabby.
Yeah, and Whisper has gotten all the creeps pulled behind his tower here, so he is able to secure himself pretty much every last hit and catch back up with that Abaddon, who had the 13-1 to the 6-2. It's now 11-2 to the 13-1.
They're going to make a go here on the Schofield. Stinger in position with the stun, but Snake King playing the role of the bully. That does leave Hector just hitting creeps. So let's see if they can get out safely. Battery salt over.
I mean, these supports are going to be... They're still level 1s. But they're actually turning on Envy, though.
They're going in on Envy. He thinks he's immortal.
Oh, my God.
Envy dies again. They cannot be losing their CK in this tri-lane.
Dude, Hector just punched him. He was under the acid spray for quite some time getting those last hits, and then they get those 2 stunts. The supports, I was just saying, they're both level 1, and on Fighting Pandas, they're both getting close to level 3, but they can still set up for those kills now. There.
Yeah, he's not respecting the acid spray. That is clearly the problem here.
Yep.
But you got to give credit to Beast Coast, right? Because they see that opportunity to go for a kill. Like, most people are just thinking, all right, let's not feed and let's let Al kick creeps. And they're thinking, let's kill the CK.
Yeah, I mean, they're looking actively every single time they can try to set up for a kill here. He did the acid spray. The damage is there.
Snake King going down to the acid spray. They got to at least get this Hector kill.
They got it.
They do. So they'll be happy with that.
Oh, and they actually are getting, okay, the pull into the pull. But, Stinger actually gets the creep wave back. Okay, so that he will not actually lose that whole wave.
Keep it alive for your Alk.
Yep.
Furiously TPing back.
And it's
Just out of tower range, so he'll be happy. But yeah, mid lane looking pretty rough for Chris Luck here. 5 CS down, 2 denies down. Bottom lane,
surprising.
Similar, actually a bit worse. 9 CS down on Whisper. I mean, you don't expect Night Stalker to win that lane.
No, yeah, I mean,
so they are struggling.
I thought mid would be a little bit closer though. That one is the one that I thought that would be really close in comparison to the bottom and top, but yeah, he's having some trouble. I mean, they did say Chris can't play, so maybe something's going on with him as well. Because I've seen him do pretty well in that matchup.
In that matchup. Okay.
Yeah. He uses the offensive glyph here to block out that astral damage from Bryle. Oh, he's starting to bully a bit. And he's gone for the full laning build too. You see he's got the 3-2 build. So
Envy. He's got the stick now, so a little bit more survivable. He is going to, however, risk his clockwork with the chain stun coming through. They are walking into the Illuminate. Still only level 1. It's the blinding light that now he's leveling up.
But they're pressuring Envy a lot.
These bounty runes, are they going to get any? They just lay down the acid spray, secure those, and it's going to be Stinger rushing to try and meet Owie. He goes for the loop-de-loo. There's no mana. Stinger.
Maybe they're going to cut him off with Chris Luck?
Cut him off. Looks like he will.
Got enough mana for just one spell, and he's just not even going to bother. He's a god.
So they end up getting only 1 bounty rune?
Yes, 1 for East Coast.
So, good job by the Pandas.
Moon's doing a very good job bottom. I actually saw him, he pulled the side a couple times now, and he's denied, I think, 1 or 2 waves from Whisper. And he's got the Orb of Venom, so he's literally got the full one-on-one build at the moment with the Phase Boots Oof. He's really pushing his limits.
Always feels bad when you get some. slowed like that. He wants to go for a kill here, maybe.
He's pinging.
Oh,
He's...
bad in 6.
Great options as Moon. His borrow time is going to be wearing off for now. And he's going to get chased off.
But with all these nukes, the Quapple connects, kill secured. That's a big kill, a lot of experience for heroes who definitely need it with that offensive tri-lane.
I mean, they're just going to...
They are moving around with Snake King. Wants to try and contest Hector. Comes a bit late to that camp. They'll head back to the triangle.
Yeah, they're very placed. Majority of their early wards on
Envy
the side.
phantasming to farm some neutrals here. Not something you normally see on CK.
No.
Interesting. But Stinger could be in danger. Snake King chasing him. Has the level 1 rocket. They need a good illuminate. They're not going to get it.
They're actually going to rotate up for Envy. Looks like Whisper is the one who wants to put some pressure on this top lane.
I don't think I've ever seen... Oh, Envy. They're going to go for him now. Knowing that Phantasm's on cooldown. They have a stun. Maybe not a full commitment, though. He's still pretty tanky.
There was a player who was... This was maybe a year and a half ago or something, but maybe a little bit longer even. There was a player who, when he played CK, he played a ton of it as well. He would spam Phantasm off cooldown every single time to farm as much as possible.
Look at Owie sneaking around, trying to steal this Alk farm, blocks off the camp. Getting some, you know, anti-farming tactics going here, but the action breaking out with a 2-hero stun from Schofield. Great setup. Do they have to follow up? CK and retreat with that initial stun, but they keep on diving onto Snake King. The chain stun from Beast Coast making it work for them. This does free up the bottom lane, and Moon Meander, 2 points in Curse of Avernus, is going to quickly start hacking away at this tower.
Yeah, he's the best way to... He's the best one that you were talking about. Like, they don't really have the best tower pushes, but he's the one that has to force those buildings for his team.
Schofield.
Trying to get
Be in
some
a lot of
XP.
trouble here. They're going to blinding light him back in. Gets off the stun, but only delaying the inevitable death. Maybe a neutral deny? Nope.
And they're going to take the tower anyway, so that was a bit of a feed there for Moon Meander. Schofield trying to be a little bit too ambitious there with his rotation.
Oh, a nice stack for Alk, though. Look at this.
The dream.
The Kobold Dream.
Oh, look at those plus 24s.
Gold, 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 gold.
And he insta-TP's bottom as he sees a triple range creep pushing into him. Delicious.
And very nutritious for an Alchem. Everything is gold to this.
Gonna have a really good timing on this Radiance. To be expected of Chris Luck, even though he's of Hector, even though he's in an aggro tri-lane.
So, where do you want to see the pressure come from him? Like, is there a tower they should be going for? Are they just trying to gank the Alk here? Schofield gets caught out. Wants to take these bounty runes. He will grab the bottom one. Moon Meander keeps on chasing. The Quap actually blinked away. This leaves him unsupported.
And Schofield.
And will go down.
Yeah.
Nice pickoff.
I do think the thing is that OD can just get the farm up, but I do want them to at least get an actively deep ward. Right now they have these 2 sentry wards that are, I think, blocking camps. Yeah, the 2 sentries are blocking the camps, but I want them to get an obs ward down somewhere just to keep track of him at least. So right now they don't really know where he's going to be. But they got at least the one bottom. They got the bottom tower. Next goal is more than likely that mid tower, but that's going to be really hard. Beast Coast is going to put a lot of attention to defend it.
Relic completed.
10 minutes.
Radiant's middle
Pretty
tower
quick.
is under
Yeah,
attack.
but here comes Moomiander
Radiant
with the catapult wave.
structures are
Yeah, he's
fortified.
doing that rotation. He's like, we need to get this tier 1 mid so we can keep the pressure on.
They do use the Radiant Lift to try and defend this tower. They get the stun off on Moon. He's going to borrow time. Eats another stun.
Fit for a queen.
Still only a level 3 clockwork, so he's got to walk in at you, which he will do. But the Hex comes through. The Quap rotates in. Borrow time already committed. Moon's got to respect that burst. He'll be backing away.
They're just bringing heroes. It's all about just defending the tower. Don't let Fighting Pandas take this tier 1 and get access into your jungle easier. So they bring 3 heroes to make sure of that. Keep Whisper top so he's still just like in Envy's face, while Hector finishes that Radiance, which is pretty much almost there now.
3k ahead of any other hero. Definitely what you normally expect for Alk. We saw in the previous series, like when it goes wrong for Alk, but this is the script.
Yeah, it's looking really good for him and for their team as I'm looking at some support levels, and Snake King's level 4 right now. I think the Tome is probably still in the courier for him. Yeah, it is, but he's he's only level 4, and Aui's level 6 with the Tome on him too. So AUI looks like he's playing more of a
Rotating. They're going to find Envy here. Instant Phantasm and disengage.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Send the
attack.
illusions marching towards mid. That should be enough to secure the tower, so...
Radiant
PandaS secure
are
it.
scanning. Radiant's middle
And here
tower
comes the
has
Radiance.
fallen.
Now 12 minutes in.
They got the mid tower. Yeah, getting that mid tower is important though. Now they can get in and put down those deep wards that I was talking about from before, at least a little bit better. But Snake King's only level 5, so he doesn't have a hook shot to try to set up for some deep kills.
Instant BKB rush here.
Yep,
Haste!
the classic. You know, we love it.
And once he gets a BKB, there's nothing to like damage him really.
No.
Maybe the CK.
Oop, Envy.
Speaking of,
Radiant
Whispers in
middle
position.
tower.
They've got more backup arriving. Lions coming as well. He's got a finger of death, and Envy is gonna bite the dust.
He even throws the stun out. It's already the kill there though.
Little space created. Envy did just complete his armlet. That bottom lane is shoving in, so definitely some places for Alk to farm.
Bryle's just been quietly farming on the OD. He's bottom lane, level 10. I think he's got Veil finished. So he's just playing a super farmy OD. He's trying to keep up in pace with an Alk, but it's an Alchemist. It's
Radiant
Hector.
structures are fortified.
Hector.
And their levels on their supports, that's what I was looking at, like Beast Coast. Like,
Right.
they can set up for those kills pretty easily because of that.
They are gonna find Chris Luck here. Blinks out the Will-O-Wisp.
Dyer's
Pursuing.
middle tower
So
is
hard for them
under
to kill him. Like I was saying,
They still
have
don't have the
those,
hook
Radiant's
shot.
They have, like, no
bottom
catch.
tower is
He's
under
so
attack.
close to it too.
Yeah.
You have hookshot there, maybe it's a kill, but without it, there's just no threat.
Yeah. They gave him the mid lane though, so now at least he does have that 6.
14 minutes in, that's quite late.
It's very late. Yeah.
They
Radiant's
keep
top
on pushing.
tower
Just
is
group
under
up behind
attack.
Moon, get involved with the Vlads, and hit building. So tier 1 going to be dropping. They are going to find Chris Luck here. Hookshot available, puts the cogs for the pushback. Do they have to burst for the kill? Oh, just barely.
I think it's the mini stun from the battery salt at the end there.
Well, very well done, and they hang on to the
Radiant's
hookshot.
top tower
Yeah.
is under attack. Radiant's top
Perfectly
tower
set up
is
there by
fortified.
Snaking and Bryle with those cog pushbacks and the mana
Oh,
burn,
here
of
comes
course.
the hook. You dare monitoring, my friend. You will pay. It's up the Hex, though. Stinger trying to run away. They get the Void as well. Little backup. Rotating in is Schofield. Wants to come in from behind. Early daytime. They don't have the Dark Ascension. Big dive by Moomiander, but the body blocks from
Radiant's
Whisper
top
forcing
tower
him
is under
away.
attack.
They will suffer.
Dyer's bottom tower
And all the
is under
while,
attack.
the push on the bottom lane is Hector pleated the Ogre Club, or Ogre Axe, I should say. Mithril Hammer gold there, and BKB just around the corner.
They're just trying to buy time for his BKB. Once he has BKB, they're going to start actually looking for the 5v5 engagements, as we tend to see, you know, the Alchemists. He should have level 12 with it as well. He's going to be off to a very good timing as we have bounties.
Revving up the concoction, wants to punish Envy here, or at least grab that bounty.
Middle tower
He will do
is
so,
under
and
attack.
while that was happening, bottom side of the map, Meander gonna go down. The trade, Schofield picked off. Whisper's fighting though. It is Dark Ascension time. Does he go for more? Gets the stun, only on Snake King. Quick commitment forward by the Queen of Pain, Chris Luck. Are you the ult for that previous kill? Does he go up the King? You betcha. However, trying to punish Whisper, Bryle stealing some good in. Up to 25.
Schofield bought back. He's back in the fight here.
Oh, he wants to go on Owie. No more Will-O-Wisp. And probably no more alley. They've got the Void, and they get the kill. Another takedown. And they're doing this without Hector, who's up top, fighting against Envy. Pulls him back in. Has the Phantasm. He's going to commit for this. The Chemical Rage wasn't up for a few seconds, but that evasion from the Radiance isn't. So, Phantasm somewhat wasted and not going to amount to much.
I mean, they're doing this on purpose. They want to just be picking these fights while he's just farming. He's got the BKB finished.
Trying to punish it on PandaS, trying to go in mid. Borrowed time already thrown out, and Schofield back on the chase against Moomiander. They are not afraid of this advantage. Maybe they should be. Schofield caught under the cogs, and the finger coming in.
Oh, with the hood!
Oh, stun! Oh, he gets the hood off, stays alive. Schofield down to one, limping away, and they will lose their precious Nyx. Still not trying to bring the out to these fights. He's got BKB. Maybe if they dive too far, he can show up and clean up. But he wants to see some low HP heroes. That is not what he's scouted out on the map right now.
Snaking, diving very aggressively forward and getting those kills. Easy pickings for a Clockwork onto a Nyx and a Lion. As you see, if you look at Schofield's items, he has some pretty funny ones on the Nyx because how important it is. He just needs the Force Staff. Like, they can't get away from the clock.
Yeah, he bought this earlier, like right before death, I guess, but he's just been sitting on the recipe for ages.
Yeah, he'll get there eventually. He doesn't want to spend any of his gold on any small little pieces of anything. He really wants that Force Staff.
So important.
Yeah. Bryle, level 14. He is the big boy right now on this Devourer for sure. As they continue trying to put the pressure, but Alchemist is joining.
Oh, they want to take a fight here, perhaps. They're coming in for the wraparound. Hector revving up the stun. Blinding Light comes through. They want to take down Bryle. He doesn't have to banish. BKB committed. Starts to work on him. They need Schofield to help out here. The defensive banish now up, and it keeps him alive. Wait for the Nyx stun. It's a little bit early. Bryle might be able to clean up this fight. Hector's already committed his BKB. The quad bolt from behind. Chris Luck, though, gets the kill on the OD. Now the chase is on, and it looks like the PandaS are just a little too late. They will lose 2 cores and probably more. Moomiander being pursued out, pounded by the Night Stalker, and they will find that extra kill. A triple for Chris Luck. Even without perfect execution, Beast Coast are just way too strong right now.
Alchemist is fully online, David. It is his time to shine. They use the Dark Ascension, so they see. You saw Bryle. He's like, I can hide in the tree. Oh god, they have flying vision. They can stun me easily. Yeah, he's completely online on Hector now. Even though Bryle is really big, you can see how like Envy doesn't contribute anything in the fights as a CK.
Take another look at this fight.
Look at the wraparound they get from above, too. Bryle uses the Astral very aggressively, so he puts himself into an awkward spot where they can just get this wraparound and pick and choose their target.
Yeah, for me also, it's Chris Luck being very patient here, waiting for this like blink behind Quap ulti as well later on in the fight.
Yeah.
So they miss that Nyx stun as he's coming out of Astral. Just doesn't end up mattering anyway, but yeah, look at the Quap. I mean, that was a huge play.
Yeah, they're not actually losing much health at all if you look at the side of Beast Coast. The damage on the side of fighting PandaS is pretty negligible if the OD's dead.
So much of your damage comes from right clicks like the OD Orb as well as the Chaos Knight, and that evasion is really potent against it.
Yeah.
Or the mischance, I should.
Yep. And he's just going to be focused a lot of the times. Until he has BKB, it's a really hard game for Bryle to actually like just pretty much hit anybody. 6k gold advantage just off of one fight, pretty much. Just
get up
swing
on Chris Luck now. They're going to go on bottom, find out Moomiander. Silence coming through. They've got the finger. He's going to try to duke it out. They're just going to wait for this to end. And oh, reinforcements are arriving, so they back away. They've sensed it. TP out, and they get the Quap. They technically have the possibility, but it's going to be a tough kill. Rocket comes through, does give them the vision. Quick blink away. Oh, off the mark.
Meanwhile,
on the mark, and Envy dead again.
Dire's top
Man,
tower
this is...
look at his net worth now. He's 65. This is a 3 times his net worth Alchemist.
Now he's shoving in the top lane while the rest of the team plays the 4. It's not really the 4 protect one, it's the 4 end one. He just does whatever he wants. BKB, TP out, hook shot, not even remotely close.
That one looked kind of intentional, actually.
I think he was just being safe.
Yeah, it looked like he might have just been being safe. But it still would have been stopped by a hook shot if it was in the area, but maybe he was thinking like a willow.
I think they had vision of him from this ward.
Okay, yeah. Then maybe he was just...
They may have seen the clock.
Yep. Being a little cautious.
Dyer's top tower is under
I mean, he might as well be cautious at this point when he's about to have an AC
Dyer's
finished up as well.
turret has been killed. Radiant
Like,
They just lost the courier with the BKB. It was picked off by Schofield, and that's the 4-staff.
Oh
Stinger
my
with
God.
the tips, Chris Luck with the tips. So, I mean, you mentioned the OD, like, just being a lot of natural counters, and he really needs the BKB to fight against them. Schofield just bought them a couple minutes farming.
Yeah, 2 minutes, no BKB. We're now... You know, they ran at the Alchemist bottom when he had a BKB Radiance, and now he's got a Manta and an AC on top of it.
Space created.
And look at Schofield.
Dyer's structures are fortified.
Oh, man.
Dyer's middle tower
Now the chat wheels, let them fly, boys. Here we go, mid lane. Moon Meander just getting hammered down. Towers
Dyer's middle
falling,
tower has
I
fallen.
cannot
PM
believe
flying, Beast Coast feeling themselves now.
I mean, that's where you get so demoralized as fucking PandaS, for sure.
This guy killed our courier. We had 4 heroes chasing him. He lives. He gets the chat wheel us.
And now they've got so many items, like TD, Night Stalker with an Agonist.
Now the round is on. They're just lopping in fingers on full HP support clockworks because, you know, why not? It's not like it's a 2.5 minute cooldown or anything.
In a span of, at the 18-minute mark about, it was a 0 gold lead. Now at the 24-minute mark, it's a 12k. They got 2,000 gold per minute in the last 6 minutes, pretty much, or whatever minutes on the side of Beast Coast.
Pandas are just getting outclassed.
Jeez.
I don't think there's any coming back this game.
It's really not feeling it because of how Hector is absolutely massive, and it's all the whole game is on Bryle, and I think we've said like 10 times how many counters that he is versus.
Not to mention, like, they have so much room to scale because everyone is a great Ags carrier in this game.
They're all fantastic for sure. And the Alk still has time, he still has growth. He still has 2 items at least.
He's bulking.
Radiant's top tower is
Got
under
the
attack.
completed AC. Great pickup
Dyer's
versus the
bottom
Chaos
tower
Knight.
is under attack.
Not that they are really worried about him anymore.
Yeah, that's for sure. Ooh. Yeah.
We've seen a lot of unusual like drafts and laning setups from PandaS this tournament, and I love to see, you know, quote, non-meta lineups, but it just doesn't seem to be working for them here in the playoffs.
No, that's for sure. I mean, and it's not like Beast Coast went too far out of the box. They picked heroes that they like to play across the board. The Nyx is the only one that stands out as like a weird hero, but it makes sense when he's playing, you know, versus like OD and Coddle. Dream pick.
Completing some items here. They get a halberd on the CK. Meanwhile, Basher picked up to match that.
Yeah, Basher, AC, Manta. Last time you saw, you know, you guys haven't seen me in a bit, like 5 minutes.
I had a BKB Radiance, you know, just give me 2 tier 4 items as well. And on his way to the Abyssal.
I mean, just look at
Schofield. He's trying to snipe this courier again.
Oh my God, if he gets it with the BKB again,
Schofield.
can you imagine that?
They're already dead.
Bro, I was like, I'm picking it up at the base. I'm not risking this.
Dyer's bottom tower is under attack. Dyer's bottom tower has fallen.
Looks like we're back in.
All right.
There's a fight.
Snaking on the high ground. They've gone in with the Dark Ascension. Gets off that multiple hero void. Chris Luck chilling in the backlines. Has the BKB now. He's going to lock onto Owie with the help of Whisper. Quick cleanup. Now the turn. Look for the clock. He's dead as well. 1 by 1. And now onto the Moon Meander advantage, but they're going to ignore him. Go for the deeper kill. Trying to bring down this OG, who's just getting right-clicked in BKB. He's getting focused. Can they even get out? Bryle, no chance in hell. He's dead as well. And with that, with the finger coming through, it's going to be a full 5-man wipe and a Coddle buyback to no avail. that has to be Elena Brax.
That's the game. There's no coming back.
You just got your BKB, and he just right-clicked you during BKB
Dire's
and
bottom
slaughtered
tower
you.
has
Yeah,
fallen.
you didn't even use a single Sanity's Eclipse really in the
Dire's
game, did
bottom
you?
tower is under
He hasn't even gotten a chance. He had the one in the mid lane that they got on the kill on the quad, but that's it.
Dire's structures are
A
fortified.
thorough beatdown.
With an
Beast Coast
aggro,
looking beastly.
yeah, with an aggro tri-lane alchemist, like,
Dire's bottom
That's
tower
the demoralizing thing
Yeah.
for me.
holy moly.
And they even let their first blood get denied at the start of this game too, and then they just killed Envy 5
Yeah.
times.
I mean, they're definitely very good at recognizing their strengths, even in a weak type of lane. And look at that. I mean, this game is completely over.
It's time for Slap Chop.
It's under attack.
Maybe some additional kills. Hexes, control, and now he's dead again.
He's just getting killed by the illusion.
They're gonna respect the potential for throw here. Back off. Not
Dire's bottom
overextend.
shrine is under attack.
By the way, there is a Roche in the game if they need it.
Yeah, if they need it, if they would like it, they're gonna call it. They throw in the towel. Owie says, enough of this.
I think this is not one of those games where you want to be sticking around, you know, getting beaten down over and over. Like, there's nothing to learn.